started.
Paul mates on. Okay. Let's see. What have I played recently? I guess D4 I played last. Let's try E4 again. And let's see. I did an Italian game. Oh, we're going into a Philidor. And I've been seeing some of these lately. Let's see. Oh, the early bishop E7. So anyway, black here isn't messing around with trying to hold on to a center. He just gives it up all right away. He leaves him with a less space, but as long as he can find squares for all his pieces, he should be okay. I don't really know the best way to combat this scheme. I've tried a few different things. I tried playing early F4. And I didn't really get so much. I turned into kind of an equal game out of the opening. So maybe I should just play more for the usual control the center, better space. I can just push ahead with E5 at some point, perhaps. He's wasted a bit of time with this bishop maneuver. He went bishop E7 to F6. Now he's attacking my knight twice and it's defended. And if I take, he probably will take back before grabbing this knight over here if he wants to grab that. I could go straight for knight. Knight to D5 might just lead to a lot of exchanges though. Knight takes. Pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. And I've got a big pawn here and a bishop behind it, but not a lot else. So let's maneuver the knight over to the king side. Let's see, a knight to harass this bishop. Oh, well, he's going to give up his pieces, then that will not be a problem. So I can retake here with the queen or the knight. His knight's going to G3 probably, or perhaps G6 or C6. From here, my knight could go to E6, F5. From here, it could go to H5. Yeah, maybe I want to, oops, excuse me, take back the bishop with the queen so that I can maneuver my knight over to the king side and maybe try and attack with the king, the queen, the bishop, and the knight, and maybe get a rook into the mix. So my idea is bishop to D3, pointing at the old H7 square, queen maybe to H4, H5 maybe. Yeah, he's just going to take it. That's annoying. Can't really. Can I stop that? Okay, I'm going to fall back on plan B, which is to expand with my pawns on the king side here. Well, I have a little bit of central control too, I guess. But just a knight against a bishop and a queen. Well, I hope this recording comes out okay. I had a really nice game that I won, and then I botched the recording somehow, lost it. So I'm hoping this one turns out okay. Let's see if he lets me push to D5. If so, I can create a backwards C pawn here. And if he counteracts with the F pawn, I can maybe get a passed E pawn, which may be handy. at a later stage of the game. So now a rook here and a rook here, and put some pressure on this bishop, pin it. Knight here. Okay, let's activate the rook first. He didn't come out to here. I guess he can't get to a square that attacks g2 right away. Knight to d4 starts to put pressure on the f-pawn. I can play queen to h3 also. And he's pinning that knight. Pretty annoying. Let's unpin right away. Let's think about it. Rook here, rook to c1. Where does the queen go? Probably just back to oh, the queen is undefended there, so I can play knight takes f5. That's a tactical trick. Knight takes f5 defends my queen and attacks his queen. So if rook takes knight, queen takes queen, and if queen takes queen, knight takes queen. So this should just win a pawn. And then I give it right back. Yeah, you got to think these things through sometimes. Okay, so f2 is defended. g2 is defended by the knight. I want to get to the 7th rank with one of my rooks, and I don't see it happening. Knight here. Forks the rook and the pawn. He can take it. And who knows who's better, but at least I have a chance of getting my rook to the 7th rank. Yeah, black might be better here with the more compact pawn structure. This advanced pawn could be a strength or a weakness. I don't know what it is at this point. But I will certainly play for making it a strength. And from an in-game point of view, this is a passed pawn, and it could be quite strong. But it's closer to his king, so it might be easy for him to surround it and just take it. So I would have to rapidly get my king involved in the game. Well, he's starting to think now. There's also a check here if he decides not to take my knight. But if he just comes back, if he drops his rook back to defend, then I will need to have a plan. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking about here. Oh, he can attack my pawn. Yeah, so that required some calculation. So, check, king moves, knight takes, bishop, pawn takes, knight. Then rook here, defending my pawn. Plan A. Plan B is knight takes. Rook moves, attacking my knight, then I have to move the knight again, and then he takes this pawn. So I like this plan better. Get rid of that pesky bishop and defend my advanced pawn, and then also create a pawn weakness for black to worry about. So these two pawns can hold back these three pawns, and this is a passed pawn, so I might have the advantage here in this endgame.
Check.
So let's get my rook up here. I have to defend the second rank here, because when the king goes here, it's going to be rook there, check. And I need my rook to help me defend this pawn. Okay, let's stop these guys from advancing further. And I'm thinking I will advance my pawns on the king side here. So play moves like b4, a4, king to this is a bit awkward here. So if he attacks the pawn at any time, I'm going to have to play my king to here. And then if he checks me, I'm going to have to go back. And that might just be a draw. But also when I go back, I want to defend this pawn. Or I go here, he checks me. I bring my rook here. He takes, I take. Okay, so let's lock up the pawns as best we can before getting into that position. Oh, I just hung the pawn. That was just dumb. What can I say? Overthinking it. So, am I going to lose this one? Well, I need to activate my rook. Check here, picking up that pawn. We're attacking here. He can attack here on the second rank. And check here, he goes back to defend. Check here, and I can pick up that pawn. Well, I made it an interesting game all of a sudden, but I think it probably was a draw, and I just should have been content to move my king back and forth and not block my rook. Okay. Now I always have to wonder where is the endgame lead with just pawns. Rook here, rook takes, king here. And I can go back and forth. He can push the pawn and force me to take. Well, that should be okay. Maybe I can hold this endgame even if it's just pawns. The key will be to prevent his king from escaping and getting into my position. So as long as I've got this front of about 3 squares here, I can keep his king out, I think, as long as I don't run out of moves. And can keep the opposition. Okay, so he goes there after the pawn, yeah. Yeah, so this is it. If I take, he takes, I go there. And then he moves a pawn. I just want to stay put, but I can't. So I play, for example, I take, he takes, I go here, he goes there, I go here, he goes there, and it's my move. And I'm out of pawn moves. I move the king to the side. Can he break through? No, he can't break through with the king, but he can push the pawn again and force an exchange on good terms. So I think it's losing if I take that pawn. So I take the rook, I mean. So I need to try and activate this rook. He has pawns here and here that are weak, and I have pawns here and here that are weak. So I can go around mopping up the weak pawns and simplify this condition a bit. Yeah, I cannot defend that pawn. So I should bring my king over to this side, it appears. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking if I played a4, he has rook b6. Okay, so we're just going to grab pawns for a while. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. I was going to threaten this pawn, but then he takes this one with check, and then he defends or attacks this pawn over here. Can grab it. So here he takes a check. I get out of the way. He's threatening this pawn. I don't have time to take that pawn.
Check.
Yeah, there were probably better ways to play this endgame somehow. This did not work out. Well, he's going to lose this pawn, but he's got two passed pawns over here. The rook has to move. This is defended. And if the rook leaves the third rank here, I'll just attack the G pawn here and try and get a passer myself. So let's see. If I were to play a move like h4, he could bring his rook over to attack it. Oh no, and I can take and defend my rook. So that would not work. So he takes, and I can start this pawn marching. Maybe get some counterplay. So time to think. Okay, goes there, so that prevents me from advancing. Kind of freezes my rook. But I'm defending my pawn, and I can attack his king and drive it back. That's kind of interesting.
Check.
If he wants a draw here, I
Check.
can't. Yeah, that's
Draw offered.
that is a fine outcome
Game
for me,
drawn.
since I don't think I have any winning chances here. Okay, well, that was kind of an interesting rook endgame. I guess we will upload this one, and I'll do a post-mortem as usual. See you guys later. Bye.